Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another scrapbooking process video. So today I have another double challenge. The first part of this is Moira's autumnal challenge, which is to do some sort of where you're from, what you celebrate holiday page. And then I'm also doing Paper Issues Little Rascals, which is to do a fall October type page with your little one. Of course, I don't have any little ones, but again, I'm doing Bennet's baby album. So this is him and his daddy. They are at the pumpkin patch picking out their very first pumpkin. So I decided I would use that for this challenge. These papers are from Prima Marketing. They're the Amber Moon collection, and I have been hoarding them now for a year. I got them last year, and they're very fall themed, but I had already scrapped the fall paper or pictures from last year, so I held on to them for a whole year until I got pictures for this year. So I am very excited to use them. Just trying to start by layering up. The Amber Moon has some copper accents, so I'm pulling out that Chamel copper foiled vellum to use in the background. And then I'm just trying to use up the scraps. I don't know where I've used this paper before, because there's obviously scraps from it, but I'm trying to get as much of it used up on this page as I can, because I only really have enough of the Amber Moon collection for one page, so I want to get them used up on this one. I don't have a whole lot of scraps left, so I'm just trying to use what I have to make my design. I did fussy cut that heart. That polka dot paper is a cut apart on the other side, so you see that heart at the top of the screen. That's what I cut out from the center of that. But that's my largest chunk of the polka dot paper, so I really do want that to be a main layer, and of course that heart had to be in the center tile of that cut apart, so I have to be a little bit creative to make sure I can cover up that big cutout heart. I thought about pulling in that scrap of green just because the grass is still very green in that photo, but it ended up not working. I tried a few times, but I really try and stick with this Amber Moon collection. And then just because I do want some more paper layers and I'm a little bit limited with the scraps I have, I did gut the piece that was going to be behind that photo because that background paper is double-sided. That way I can use that scrap and use the B side of it. I don't actually know if that's originally the A or B side, but the back side of that background paper as another layer. I think I actually originally got that paper for that polka dot side. It has little stars on it as well. But this other side is the side that had the copper foiling, and the way the printed elements on that page were, it was just perfect for this page. I just couldn't go with the polka dot, but I'm glad I was able to at least gut a little bit to use in my layering. I'm still fighting with that hole in the center of the page, trying to figure out how to cover it up. And I think that's perfect, having that tag cover the bottom part of the hole and then the heart over the top. But I did just want to pop a little doily behind there as the back layer just to add a little bit of extra texture. I decided I would go ahead and pop that heart up on some foam, so I'm just cutting out a chunk of foam to glue to the back of that so it can have some dimension. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the title down there. I'm just going to title it Our Pumpkin. I thought it was cute. It worked on 2 levels because they went and picked out their actual pumpkin, but Bennet is their little pumpkin, so I think that's super cute. I did have to Frankenstein a few letters, but in the end I don't think you can really tell. I just was out of N's and U's and R's, so I had to use like all of my H's and some M's. That's the reason I really do love working with these foam thickers, though. You really have a lot of leeway with trying to fix the letters you need if you don't have them. I forgot I had that huge hole in the back, so of course the adhesive on the back side of those layers stuck to my mat behind the page, so I am just going to back that hole with a scrap piece of black paper so it has some more stability. And then I remembered I had these really cute little pebbles wood veneer, and they're kind of autumnal themed. There's a pumpkin and some leaves and a acorn with some woodland creatures, so I'm going to use a few of those on here. I definitely wanted to use the pumpkin, so that gets on here, and then I also pull in another one. I think it's just the little arrow there. Those are really sweet. I'm really hoping to get all of those up in this album as well. I just feel like little woodland creatures look super cute on baby boy pages, so I really hope I can get all of those used up in his album. But then I just decided to cut that Grateful cut apart. I really liked the confetti look of the edges of it, so I'm gonna tuck that on either side to make it look like one big layer. And then you'll see I also use that center section of that card that actually says Grateful in the copper foiling as a layer up top. And I think that looks sweet just tucked in there. But I'm going to get that pumpkin down, and that pumpkin does have some manufacturing issues on the front, but I'm just going to die cut a heart to go over the top of that. So that covered up the imperfection, but it did just seem a little plain for an embellishment cluster, so I did go back and just punch one of the copper hearts out of that vellum to go on top, and I like how that looks. It brings that sparkle down to the bottom. Then I just also wanted to mimic that doily texture up in that corner. But that is it. This was a simple page. I'm glad I got a fall one done. This is my first fall Halloween page for the year, so I'm super excited about that. Thanks guys for watching. Bye.